Alright, so video number two. So this is a review of Hello High Water. So this is a film that was made back in 2016, maybe 2015, and it's about two brothers whose mother has died, and the bank are trying to steal their land, like they're trying to get them to foreclose on it. And in order for them to save the farm that their mum kind of left to them, they start robbing that bank. Um, and it's a really good story about two brothers, how they bond over thieving, especially considering that one of the brothers just wasn't there for like the other one's life. One of them is played by Ben Foster. He's the older brother who's a bit wild. He's a bit of a, you could say, like a loose cannon. He's like a thunderstorm. Whereas Chris Pine, he's more of the downtrodden younger brother who's quiet and sullen and is basically a little bit more pragmatic. Within the first 15 minutes of the film, you've got something along the lines of three robberies. The film itself, the main part of the film, is really just set over a day. And it's got these two brothers playing cat and mouse with these two law enforcement agents. One played by Robert Downey Jr. No, not Robert Downey Jr. Sorry, played by Jeff Bridges, who's got this real like Southern drawl, like Texan drawl. It is a modern day like Western. The other like guy is played. The other copper, the police guy, is played. I'm not sure actually what the actor's name is, but he's a Native American actor. Um, and it's a great performance, like from everyone. Not only Ben Foster's character, but also Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges, and this other actor as well. Um, so that's the whole premise of the film. But the way that I see it when I watch these films, I like to read in between the lines, and it is really about like capitalism nowadays. How banks and big companies, corporate businesses end up stealing from the little man, and it's kind of like I guess like a parable of how this has been happening for centuries. With the film, within the film, what you have is the the Native American character, who in this is actually part Mexican as well, and he's got other parts to him as well. He talks about how the whole land that they're sitting on at the moment, when he talks to his partner Jeff Bridges, is was owned at one point, as far as the eyes can see, um, by the Comanche, by the Native Americans, by um, the other Native American tribes, and how it was stolen from them by the white people. And at the end of the day, what these white robbers are doing to these banks is nothing new. It's as old as time. And that is kind of the moral of the story, the fact that, you know, regardless of your status in the world, there's always going to be a bigger power that is going to be stealing from you. And I guess the question the film tends to ask is a very morally ambiguous question, which is, are what these two brothers doing really that wrong? But it's for you to find out yourself. It's written by Taylor Sheridan, who's one of my favorite writers. Over the last few years, some of his output has been amazing, from Yellowstone to 1843 to um, Wind River, this film, the Sly Stallone TV show, and that Angelina Jolie film when she's like what is it? What, those firefighters? Like that felt like a really real 80s film. Um, and in all of his films, what Taylor Sheridan tries to do is like literally talk about the underpinnings of society in America today. Oh, there goes my printer. Anyway, um, and how capitalism, how the land has been stolen from those that were there before, how at our human nature we are savages, but you know, how things are very morally ambiguous and that we need to really think twice before we can, you know, throw a stone, for instance, you know. But yeah, it's definitely a film that I would rate. It's definitely a film I would recommend, and it's on Netflix at the moment. But personally, just if you find it anyway, if it's not on Netflix, definitely go out and get it. I'd rate it 9 out of 10 if I had to give it a rating. I really kind of do need to make my own kind of rating things. But this is my first review of any film ever on the internet. Um, but yeah, it was a lesser known gem. I think more people know about it now, and definitely go out and seek it if you get a chance. Oh my god, what are you doing? She's stealing from me. I can't believe it.